Hello. Today we are going to discuss about Ethernet standards and features, means Ethernet IEEE standards and their features. So in this we will learn about IEEE standards and feature of Ethernet like port mirroring and the power over Ethernet. So let's first start with IEEE standards. IEEE 802.3 is a working group which defines the physical layer and the data link layer of the wired Ethernet. Means it defines the rules according which we can connect the devices over the physical layer and the data link layer of the Ethernet cable. So Ethernet is a defined under a number of IEEE standards, and each standard defines a different type of Ethernet. So each of the Ethernet IEEE 802.3 standards can be uniquely identified, and these IEEE standards are being updated as a new Ethernet cable is evolved, or as a new Ethernet cable is invented, the IEEE standards are updated according to that. So some of these standards are the 802.3a, invented in 1985, and it defines the 10 base to thin Ethernet cables. Next is 802.3c, invented in 1986, and it defined 10 megabit per second repeaters used in Ethernet network. Next is 802.3d, that is invented in 1987, and it defines the fiber link on the Ethernet. Then 802.31, invented in 1990, and it defined 10 base T twisted pair cables. And 802.3J, invented in 1993, and it defines 10 base F fiber optic cables of the Ethernet. Next is 802.3U, invented in 1995, and it defined 100 base T like fast Ethernet cables in the network. Next is 802.3Z, invented in 1998, and it defined 1000 base X gigabit Ethernet in the network. Next is 802.3 AB, that is invented in 1999, and it defined 1000 base T cables gigabit Ethernet over twisted pair cables. Next is 802.3A, invented in 1998, and it defined beaded network in the Ethernet. So 802.3AE, invented in 2002, that defined 10 gigabit Ethernet, that is the new technology in the Ethernet network. So 802.3AT, invented in 2005, it defined the feature of the Ethernet, that is power over Ethernet. How we can define the power over the Ethernet. So next we will discuss about feature of Ethernet, that is power over Ethernet. That is the first feature, PoE. Power over Ethernet is a networking feature which is defined by IEEE 802.3AF and 802.3AT standards. It is a solution in which electric power is passed along with the data on twisted pair Ethernet cabling, and this allows a single cable to provide both data connection and electric power to devices such as wireless access points, IP cameras, and VoIP phones. So thus there is no need of an extra AC power cord to attach to the devices. So this minimizes the amount of cabling required and reduce the difficulty and cost of installing extra outlets. So the IEEE standard for PoE require category 5 cable for high power levels and allow using category 3 cable for low power levels. For example, a digital security camera which require two connections to be made when it is installed, one for network connection in order to able to communicate with video recording and display equipment, and the other for the power supply. So here we use PoE to provide the both connection to the digital security camera. The next feature is port mirroring. So port mirroring is used on a network switch to send a copy of network packets seen on one switch port to the another switch port in network. So this is used for monitoring network traffic. Port mirroring on a Cisco system is known as switched port analyzer (SPAN) or remote switched port analyzer (RSPN). Same way, the other vendors have different name for it, such as roving analysis port (RAP) or on 3COM switches. So network engineers or administrators use port mirroring to analyze and debug data or diagnose errors on a network. So this is about IEEE standards used by the Ethernet and the features of the Ethernet. So this is all about this. Thank you.